Welcome back. I'm wearing the same clothes. It's almost like I decided one night to film multiple tackle talks at the same time because my wife was home and not coaching swimming. Anyway, I can't take myself seriously. But the reason that I'm filming two tackle talks tonight is because I'm gonna have some other ones coming up too not throughout the winter, but to baits I'm excited about. I've got another one kind of in the works after talking to Ben and doing some stuff with him, as I mentioned in the other video, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. The thing I want to talk about today, as you may have seen in the title, is an $80 muskie combo, which sounds pretty bonkers given the insane price point of most of what is quality muskie gear these days. So I don't know how I got turned on to the PISCIFUN reels things. It may have been one of Tom Bully's videos in the past. I'm not really sure. And I don't know if he still works with the company or if he did in the past. I don't really know, but
Sorry, I was trying to hold it in.
so it turns out the wife helping film thing is not as eloquent as we initially had hoped. Our cat is presently trying to eat something that we're going to cook later tonight. We are just in mess mode presently in the Vavrock household.
Get out of here.
I don't know how much of this is going to make it into the actual video or not, but if it does, thanks for bearing with me. Anyway, on to the main point. Please feel free to laugh along. We're all here for a good one. Everyone could use a laugh, especially now that it's winter, and it's slightly depressing because in Iowa, this is probably the most depressing time of the year as we are in between fall and winter, and everything is literally brown, and it's only getting colder. At least in the spring, as things are brown, it's warming up, things will start to get green soon. Anyway, I digress. What you came here for, the PISCIFUN tackle talk review thing, $80 combo. I paired this PISCIFUN reel with a Shimano TDR rod. Again, not the craziest rod out there, but the reason I was drawn to this combo was because my buddy Barry said the TDRs are fine. Talked to some guys at Thorn Brothers. They said they're pretty solid trolling rods. I really wanted some trolling combos because I felt like my system was really lacking in that regard this year. And I kind of used them for live bait this fall as well. To be honest, surprisingly, everything worked really well. For a reel that costs, I think I got 20% off the reel, so it ended up being like $48 or something like that. And then a rod that's like $32, $35. I don't know. The whole thing before taxes was right around $80 when I bought it, which is just bonkers for any kind of musky stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, this is not the most quality setup. If you're gonna go for like quality trolling rods, I'm not the guy you want to talk to. This is basically just me trying to fill a niche that I don't utilize all that much, but my gear presently doesn't really fill. Can you not? Thanks. A niche that my gear doesn't presently fill. To be completely fair, or if you watch Letterkenny, to be fair, the reel is pretty well constructed. It's pretty, like there's a metal frame there. The components are largely metal, which is very surprising to me given the price point of the reel. Again, I don't know where it's made. I assume probably it's a foreign make somewhere. I don't know all the specific specs. I just wanted a thing with a clicker so I could hear it going off if I'm fishing live bait or trolling. And I wanted something simple to get the job done for the few times that I'm trolling or dragging something behind the boat. Because the majority of the time I'm casting, as you all know if you follow the channel with any frequency. So, yeah. That's kind of this one. I've trolled with it a little bit this fall. Ran some live bait with it this fall. I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't really put it through the ringer yet. But overall, first impressions, I'm pretty impressed given the price point. Now again, you could very easily afford or if you're planning on doing more of those things, I would very much encourage you to spend more money on more tried, true, tested, quality gear. But for what I'm doing with this setup, I'm pretty impressed with it and the price point as it is. So that's this one. Again, as we're transitioning to winter, Black Friday, I picked up one of the 300, I don't know how you say it, the Aljos. Al something. Anyway, again, pretty impressed with the construction. There's a lot more metal components than you'd think for a $100 reel. Again, I got it on Black Friday, so I think it was like 75 bucks on Black Friday. So I figured having a spare, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I've ran into those issues before. If you got family in the boat, having an extra 300 size reel for smaller hands is not necessarily a bad thing. Downsize a reel for the spring, whatever. There's a lot of applications for it. Again, like, I'm not going to speak to it because I haven't really put it through the ringer yet, but I've heard good things about them. Honestly, I haven't seen a negative thing about them, which is pretty impressive given a $300 a 300 size reel for $100, basically engineered for musky fishing and bigger game species. Yeah, so the guy, JM DeZormo, I think is his name. He does the All Day Grind YouTube channel. Really good channel. Awesome musky stuff. Dude fishes in some of the most beautiful country I've ever seen. I think he's on one of the Great Lakes up there in Canada. I don't really know, but it's gorgeous. Anyway, I digress. He has used these quite a bit this year, and it seems like they've held up pretty well. And from what I read online, they hold up pretty well. My buddy Alex bought his dad one, and it seems to be holding up well for him. So, like, I don't know. Maybe the thing is if you're using it as a backup or whatever, it works out well. But it seems like people who even use them as a main reel are doing fine with them. So I'm curious to try this out. I'm curious to see how it performs myself, if there's some hype there. I may even do another review, like, after the season is over, how this one and this other one performed, you know, after kind of putting them through the ringer a little bit more. That may be a better metric to analyze these reels through. But for now, I'm honestly pretty impressed, especially given the price point. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop a comment. I'd appreciate it. Again, we're getting close to the 1,000 subscriber mark. Might already be there when this drops, who knows? But I'll try and do something for that, a giveaway or some, I don't know, whatever. I'll do something for it. But as always, I appreciate you guys watching. If you have any thoughts, comments, concerns, questions, I'll do my best to address them. Feel free to reach out anytime. I like talking fishing. I'm not going to say I'm an expert, because I certainly am not, and anyone who claims to be in any sort of realm fishing is either too ego inflated or a liar. But again, I'll step down from my soapbox. I hope you guys have a great holiday season, and I'll catch you in the next one.